What are their thoughts right now? Hi, beautiful soul. Thank you for joining me, Mystic Miya, here on Mostly in the Moment for a beautiful love pick a card reading. We're looking at their thoughts of you right now, specifically on if their thoughts are aligned with yours. We have 4 piles here. You may choose a pile based on the image, the number, the crystal, the emojis that resonate with you. Timestamps are below. This is a timeless reading, so it should resonate whenever you click on this reading. I just want to say thank you so much for your love and support of this channel merger. This is it. This is bringing it all home, bringing it all together. So thank you, soul family, soul friends, for being part of this journey, and I can't wait to connect with you more. So I hope you enjoy the reading, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 1 with the tiger's eye. We're looking at the thoughts of you right now, particularly about how aligned their thoughts are with yours. So let's start with their heart energies, then we'll go into mind, physical, and spiritual. So let's see how aligned you two are on the heart. This is going to be your energy. Girl with the snakes, charmed or used, enable boundaries. Okay, so you might be feeling, you'll know this is your pile because you might be feeling that this person really turned on their charm, and you're kind of not sure if they intend to have good intentions with you or not, or if their heart is in the right place, but they're not someone who might follow up on that, or they have a bad track record of that, or you're kind of nervous now because here comes this person who's really charming and really seems like if they wanted to, they can mess with your heart, and you don't know how you feel about that. So you're just kind of checking in to make sure that you're on the same wavelength with them. Photograph. Looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, make new memories. So this is their energy. So I feel like this is someone from your past, or this is someone that had feelings for you or crush on you for a very long time. And maybe you, them too. This could be a vice versa energy. But there's a little bit of apprehension there. Like they might feel like the same about you. They're like, yeah, like pile 1, they are very charming. They could easily walk all over me. Like I would let them do anything. You know, they see you and they kind of are missing you. They kind of, they're very fond of you. They really would like to connect with you more or again, or they're a little bit nervous too. So they're someone who is missing you and wants to make new memories with you. So there's a little bit of apprehension on both sides. I feel like in your side and their side, there's a little bit of like, oh no, like this person, I'm like, it has my heart. Like they can just, that my heart is in their hand, and they can easily just like pulverize it. And you know, I'm kind of nervous about that, and they feel the same way. So both of you are a little bit nervous. There's a lot of feelings here. Maybe this is a situation where you both had feelings and you knew it, but neither of you took action on it, or both of you kind of were, you know, there's a little bit of back and forth, and I don't know, something just didn't hit right. It just kind of missed a little bit. Or maybe you two kind of were in a relationship before, and now you're kind of like, yeah, I still care about this person and I still want to be with them, but I don't know, I can't have my heart broken again, or, you know, I need to come at it at a more logical way. All right, so in terms of heart, both of you are kind of like, oh my goodness, like the image of like holding the heart in the other person's hand is like, yeah, like your heart is fragile, like you've been through some stuff, you know, and you still care about this person, but it's kind of like being careful this time around. Okay, so, or it could be someone new where you're kind of like making sure, like, oh yeah, like I've been in this situation before, like I knew or someone was so charming and like I have to be careful this time. So, but just whatever your situation is, whether it's something new, something that's coming back, or a situation that's been going on between the two of you, a situationship, a crush or whatever, it feels like the main thing is that both of you are feeling this apprehension and feeling like I need to be careful this time around, which is good because both of you might give each other more space to kind of take your time, and because you understand what it's like to be in their place. All right, so mind. In terms of your minds, how aligned are the two of you? Okay, so charm. Oh my goodness, this is your energy. The first card I pull is going to be yours, and the second card is going to be theirs. But yeah, charming twice. So you do really find them very charming. And I think this scares you a little bit because it's a little bit of they're too perfect kind of energy. Maybe you like the connections that they have around them, family, friends. Maybe you like their work that they do, how responsible and hardworking they are. Maybe they're very good looking. Maybe they dress really well. They're really like your kind of person, like the way they talk and act and behave. It's like very up your alley. I mean, what more can you say? It's a 10 all around. That's when your ego starts to kick in and be like, hey, be careful that like this person has it all. Like, who does have it all? Okay, and then fire sign. It came out in reverse. I feel like this person, they're usually very fiery. Like they are really good looking and they're really bubbly and personable, and they like to, they can charm the pants off of like a lot of different types of people. They might even be good in a business setting for that reason, or in a performance setting, or artistic sense, but something that has to do with shining their light in front of other people. So they also have a very outgoing, great personality, but they might even have tamed their energies down in front of you because you make them nervous, you make them scared, and you probably notice this. Like, if you pick this pile and this resonates with you, you definitely notice this. Like, that they're very funny, personable, like have very loud conversations, but with you they're very like more reserved, and you picked this up on this. This is a sign that they are very, very nervous around you, and they are very, very charmed by you as well. All right, and what about physically? How aligned are both of your physical energies? Compassion. Okay, so I feel like you're a very compassionate person, but you've been kind of, you had to go through a lot of suffering in order to become a more compassionate person. So I feel like you were already a compassionate person, like out the womb, like since you were born, like you were very nice to others. But then maybe some things changed, and then you went through some tower moments, a dark night of the soul, and you became an even more compassionate person. But you're kind of like testing the waters, making sure that no one takes advantage of your kindness like they might have before. And what your person is thinking, debt paid off. The old weight and habit of debt is lifted from you in your life. So I feel like your person is feeling like, I paid my dues, I paid my karma. I feel like both of you are kind of in both energies at one point, like both really the kind person and both really the a-hole energy. So like the bitch energy. Like I feel like both of you went through phases of both in your life. Maybe you started off kind, then people took advantage of it, so you became an a-hole, and then you went through some suffering and came out the other end as more compassionate people, and now you're kind of testing the waters to make sure that people don't take advantage of your kindness now that your kindness has been like evolved and grown even more than it was before. So this is a really good match because both of you are very like empathic and very like you need someone who is like you in your relationship. Like some people, for some couples, like opposites attract. Some people, like, need a little bit of what they're missing in themselves and their partners. But the two of you, you definitely need someone who is more like you, who's going to protect you from other people when you're being too gentle with them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's great. Physically, both of you are on the same page. Because I feel like the both of you, the reason this energy came up in the physical energies is because both of you want to date again or want to trust and love again, but aren't sure if you can just yet, if you're ready for it, or like maybe you feel ready to kind of pursue a more serious love. And both of you are kind of testing the waters, is the energy I'm getting, to make sure you can give your heart to someone who's not going to hurt it, and you can enter a relationship that's going to be good for you rather than someone who just takes. All right. And what about spiritually? And then we'll look into messages from them at the end, and more of their thoughts of you. Okay, so spiritually, how are you two aligned? Or are you two aligned? The Hermit, the unseen connection. So yeah, there is this energy, and I get this is like a vice versa energy for both of you, because it's very, very similar what you two have gone through recently. But a feeling of like you've been kind of keeping to yourself mostly. Maybe you two have been not dating so much. Maybe you got out of a relationship, or maybe you two took a break, or maybe something like that. Where there's kind of like a break from love energies, where you had to kind of tend to your own needs. Unbound. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Okay, so debt paid off and unbound. Your person may have just released a lot of people from their lives. So they might have done some cord cutting and literally released maybe an ex, maybe some friends and family members that weren't really good for them. Work situations, life patterns, habits that were just not good for them. So they went through a massive, massive purge recently. I don't see that so much for your energies. Again, this is a vice versa energy, but I feel like one or both of you has gone through a profound purge recently. It might have been more gradual for you and more like noticeable in a more shorter period of time for them. I do feel like, this energy is the masculine energy, and the first energy is a more feminine energy. And the feminine kind of has been doing this. It's still an intense amount of purge, but maybe over a greater period of time. Where for the masculine energy, it feels like it's been a little bit, it feels more intense just because it's been in a shorter period of time. But I do feel like there's some sort of alignment happening with these two energies coming to the same spot finally, even though one energy did it over a longer period of time. And one did it in a more intense, shorter period of time. It's still a very profound change you both went into, and you're coming out the same, like very empathic, went through some suffering, came out more compassionate, looking for someone, but being apprehensive about lending your heart to someone. And yeah, it's a very good match here in terms of energy. It might have took you it might have been a different journey to get you both here, but you're both here, if that makes sense. All right, so let's look at more specifically their thoughts right now towards you, specifically theirs only. I wish things could be different. Have faith. The angels are working behind the scenes to make this relationship flourish. So I do feel this kind of sense of they wish they can just jump into this connection or this next part of this connection, like all on board, but they're a little bit nervous, and they're not gonna lie, it's because of past experiences and what they've been through, and they really wish they weren't like this, because they've had started relationships in the past with an innocent, more innocent mindset and more like positive mindset. But then those ended up being the worst connections. So they're a little bit more, they're a little scarred, you know, and they're open, they're willing, and they know this is going to be a good connection, but they just wish they could just jump right in like they did in the past. But they're older and wiser now, I'm getting. And lastly, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, it's literally that same energy of like, you know, I did the work. I did the work in past connections to be able to come into a way better harmonious, more resonating connection now. And I've been working hard behind the scenes. The angels are even like, don't forget us. We're working really hard to get both of you into really good connections. I feel like the angels are cheerleading the both of you on for this connection. They're even saying it's a good match. Oh, interesting. And also, like, this seems like it's going very easy and smooth. So they're even like kind of like, oh, this is going so easy. Like, that's a good sign. But like, is that like a red flag? Like, am I missing something here? Like, who knows? This could be a sociopath and I just don't know it because I miss all the signs. So they're approaching this carefully as well. But yeah, if they had to tell you something, it'd be like, oh yeah, I wish I could just like be as optimistic starting this connection or starting this next leg of our journey as I was before. But like, I've changed, we've changed, things have changed. But I do sense like this really like, when you can see from someone's eyes, like they've been through things and they're tired and they're like, they're much wiser though, and there's still a huge light behind their eyes. It's just like you can tell like they're taking this in the appropriate steps. All right, so pile one, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I like to do the more popular topics, like their thoughts of you, their feelings for you, but I like to kind of even give like a subtitle, like a subject topic to go under that main title, just to kind of make it more detailed. So I hope you don't mind that I put your thoughts to their thoughts and then more of their thoughts at the end, to kind of give people what they want, but also do the best channeling I can. Thank you so much for supporting this new merger on my channel, for bringing all these readings together. Really appreciate your support with a like or comment at this time. It means so much to me. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 2 with the Lapis Lazuli. We're looking at their thoughts of you right now, specifically how aligned both of your thoughts are. So we're going to look at your thoughts and their thoughts, starting with heart, mind, physical, and spiritual. And then we'll look at more of just specifically their thoughts right now at the end. So let's see, in terms of heart, how are you two aligned? The runner. Okay, so this is your energy. Fear of intimacy, running away, intensity, letting go, turmoil, fleeting. And their energies, healthy choices. Making healthy choices in love and in life, self-love, self-care, being happier. All right, so in this case, this could be a vice versa energy, but one person is running and the other person is making healthy choices in the connection. And unfortunately, the reason that one person is running from the connection is because they're not in a healthy place. And so the fact that the other person is making healthy decisions in love and in life is actually making their energy, like your healthy energy is making them run, or vice versa. Wow. That was very black and white. It's very clear cut, this energy, that one person's energy is very healthy and the other person is not. So the healthy person's energy is making the other person feel like they can't stand that energy and then run. They don't understand it. They're not in a good place mentally or in their hearts energy, too many unresolved issues. So this is a kind of like a split going on. But the person who's healthier, it's kind of like, what's going on? Why are they running? And the runner has like, a million and one excuses. So there's and everything but themselves. I'm hearing. Okay, so let's see the mind. How are you two aligned in terms of your mental energies? The sun. Oh, wow. Okay, clarity. So one person is absolutely clear that, it could be a situation where it's like, okay, this person is not in a good place. And the healthy person's like, you know what? I don't want to be with someone who's, not going to be in a good place. It's very clear to me that they are struggling, that they're going through something, and it's not healthy for me to be with them right now. And I'm getting this is a connection that's like newer, or it's been like a short-term relationship so far. So it's not like you're obliged to stay by them or help them in any way or even be their friend through this. I feel like this is kind of like a good out for you if you want it. Moving, yeah, because I feel like there's someone who's trying to latch on to the other person. It could be like actually that you two are physically living together and one of you is paying for everything and the other person really isn't. And it's kind of like, okay, like I'm going to have to tell them to leave because now they're becoming a leech. Maybe they're just staying with you in order to kind of have a place to stay. Maybe they're doing so horribly in their life that they kind of have no other place to go. Or maybe like, they're becoming attached to you because they're not in a really healthy place. Again, this could be vice versa. This could be your energy that's not really healthy, and no judgment. Like we've all been in both of these energies, or a lot of us have. So like there's no judgment here. It's kind of refreshing to know. It's like, oh yeah, maybe, because like sometimes when you're in like a shitty energy like that, you probably are also surrounded by shitty other people, like friends and coworkers, and they might be telling you the wrong advice in love. So then you get like a tarot card reader who's like in a friendly, like a way a friend would tell you, a good friend would tell you, like, yeah, like I think you need to kind of work on yourself before you kind of entertain that connection again. Or like, if you can't like behave like in a healthy way in that connection, like maybe you should also let them go and not drag them down as well. Or like if it's up to them whether they want to be there for you in that capacity or not. Like if they're not obliged to, they can't put that on anybody. So a good friend would tell you that once, not a million times, just once. So I'm getting this energy of like a soul friend from the other side coming through this reading for if you're the runner or the one in the unhealthy energies. But if you're in the healthy energies, it seems like the choice is up to you, and I think you're going to make the right call to move in a direction that's good for you, not feel guilt or worry about what happens with them unless taking the responsible action, but like knowing that you're not responsible for anyone else's life, unless they're your children, unless under your care. Obviously, I have to say these things because like as my channel is moving into this other energy, there's still people who come through that like are in just like the lowest energies. So I'm clearing that energy out too. I'm building up this channel to bring only the highest and best, so we can rely on each other more. But yes, even if you're in a good energy, some of us have been there. We've given people a lot of chances because we have our heart in the right place. But at a point, our heart becomes strong enough, our energies become strong enough that we're like, we're gonna leave this connection. It's not for the best for us, or if I get dragged down, then they're just gonna be in a worse place. Like it's not good for all involved. All right, so physical energies. Are you guys aligned physically. Magic. So there was a beautiful magical moment between the two of you where it just felt like you two are so divinely connected. And I mean, yeah, no doubt that this could have been a very soulmate level connection. You don't get the runner and the chaser energy from not a soulmate level connection. You know, that you just would shake hands and like be like, all right, we're moving on. And that's not the case. It's a real deep connection here. There wouldn't be any change in dynamic and such friction with the change of dynamic if there wasn't something special here. Spring. Your desires fully manifest as the flowers begin to bloom. The healthy person that's like letting go of the unhealthy person in the situation, or not giving or putting up really strong boundaries, staying casual friends or like once in like acquaintance or something. You know, a shoulder to lean on if you really need it, but you know, whatever your boundaries are with this person, if you're in the healthy energies and you cut this person loose, you're going to start seeing manifestations like crazy, because you're your energies are, I'm seeing like going up and up and up. So you're bringing towards you a lot of beautiful manifestations in all areas of your life. And this person was just going to slow that down or halt those manifestations. So the fact that you kind of moved forward and did the right thing for yourself, your energy is very pure, very clean, very good, very strong. And it's bringing in those manifestations that match that energy so much more quicker right now. All right. What about spiritually? And then we'll look into specifically what they're thinking about you right now. But in terms of spiritual, how are you two aligned? Ace of Clouds, it's the Ace of Cups overflowing. Yeah, there's a very, very strong soulmate level connection here. It's just that the two of you met each other, and then one or both of you were in not the right place. It's not the right place at the right time. You know, it's just like timing is off. One of you has a lot of healing to do, or unhealed energies. It's that kind of energy I'm getting. Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? Yeah, that's the energy I'm getting. There's one person, or both of you, but I'm getting this one person who's, for most people who come across this pile, there's one person who is more healed, and another person who is absolutely has a ton of healing needs to be done. And they need to figure out how to mother themselves, how to take care of themselves, how to give self-love, self-care. It's such a stark difference of the energies. Like, it's very obvious. If you are the person who is in the good energy, this is very clear to you. If you're the person in the unhealthy energies, this is kind of like a wake-up call, right? Which is a good thing too, because it allows you to move forward now. But if we want to look at their specific thoughts of you right now, I love you in reverse. Yeah, see, that's not going to go away. Like, this person has intense and profound love for you, so much so that they also understand self-love, and they have to love themselves in order to let this go, or they're going to continue loving you from a distance. You know, the love was real, the love was there. They're not making that up. That was legit. But it's, you know, just because you love someone doesn't mean that you're meant to carry out a relationship exactly at that moment in time in your life or ever, you know? Love sometimes is not enough. And sometimes you have to prioritize your self-love. Engagement. Your love life is soon ascending to a higher level of commitment. I'm getting, if you are in that really good energy, you are definitely coming into that very beautiful maybe the one kind of relationship very, very soon if you haven't already started that. This might be a review for some of you for past energies. For those of you in the not so good energy, you are definitely renewing your connection to yourself, your relationship with yourself and the divine. So both of you are being each other's mirror, whether it's in a physical person or a connection with yourself. There's a higher level of commitment happening. And the moon card, yeah. So there's a little bit of confusion here between the two of you, but I feel like both of you in your heart of hearts know what it is, but don't want to admit it or don't want to talk about it, don't want to, even say those words out of your mouth because you care about each other so, so much. But I feel like both of you need a little dose of reality. It's really hard to come face reality when you both have so much love for each other, but it's very obvious that one or both of you needs to work on self-love, work on healing their energies, and one person might be ready for a higher level of commitment, and the person who's not ready needs to be okay with that possibility that other person might move on. And this opportunity came in their life, and there might be others later in their future, but that they need to get their energies to a better place if they want a relationship like that, or with someone with that high level energy. All right, pile 2. So whichever way it resonated, it's all a positive move forward for your love life. It might seem like they are like, why do they get to find the one? And it's like, well, they did the work. They did the inner work. They heal themselves. And that's the kind of stuff that you don't see. When you see people be successful in love and marriages and their work or money or whatever, like, you sometimes don't get to see all the work that went behind it, and just assume that it was just luck or something, which is very rare. So, and even if it's luck, it is a reason for it. Maybe it's a karmic situation that they're gonna have a tower moment, or it could be a situation where they're bringing good karmic energy from other things that they've done in their life. So whatever it is, if someone has good energy come into their life, it's for a reason, and your inner work is to kind of being okay with whatever happens. Having so much love for yourself that in any situation you can be okay. You can control your emotions. All right, so pile 2, I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, I really appreciate a comment. I really would love your support at this time with this new channel merger, with comment and likes. I can't tell you how much it means to me. I touched on it a little bit during the reading, but yeah, I would love to move this channel to find more like-minded folks that resonate on a higher frequency. So that is the goal here, and I'm very appreciative of you and your vote with bringing more high frequency content onto this world by watching this reading. So with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 3, the Unakite. We're looking at their thoughts of you right now, and specifically how aligned both of your thoughts are. We'll look at the heart, mind, physical, and spiritual, and at the end we'll look at very specific thoughts they're having about you right now. I like to have like a popular topic, like thoughts and feelings for you, but then like kind of even refine it a little bit more with like a subtopic, like how aligned are the two of you. And if the message doesn't resonate and if it doesn't fit, please keep in mind this is a general reading for many people. So, just know that's for someone else. And if the whole thing doesn't resonate, you can pick a different pile. But I definitely have, if this is something you intuitively picked, it should resonate. There should be a message in here for you. Okay, so heart energies. Clock, needing time, cycles, takes times to heal, progressing. Okay, so there's an energy I'm getting, like you might be feeling, or you might be feeling your person is feeling, that they need to take a little bit slow. and they want to take it a little bit slow, or you want to take it a little bit slow because of how much you like this connection or how important you feel it is. Paradise, yeah. Happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. I feel like the two of you want to kind of drag out the good times, the honeymoon period kind of thing. Just dating and getting to know each other. I feel like the two of you are having a really good blast, a really good time, hanging out, or things are good in your connection, your relationship, whatever, wherever you are. If this is a new connection, or if you've been in this connection for a long time, it seems like both of you really like the way things are right now. But it does feel like one or both of you wants to kind of hang on to this kind of energy a little bit longer, and might need a little bit of more time to kind of go, like, gradually go into the other next step of this connection. And I feel like you recognize this and you're okay with that if it's the other person. I feel like the other person, if it's you that needs more time, like, they understand it's like, oh, it's because they see this as something that could be potentially very long lasting, and so they want to take their time. So both of you have a really good understanding, really like where the connection is right now, really having a blast, if you didn't know. Like, so if you needed more time, or you sense that they need more time, I feel like the other person is definitely okay with that. Okay, so mind. How are you two aligned in terms of mind? What are their thoughts and what are your thoughts? Take the leap, the Fool card, and confession. Okay, in reverse. Tell someone has something to tell you. Okay. So I feel like they definitely want to talk to you about something, about like starting the connection or taking the leap into the next part of the connection. It could be like getting married, moving in together, moving somewhere far away, or whatever, just whatever the next step of the relationship would be for the two of you. Starting the relationship in the first place, whatever energy you're in your love life, it feels like they really want to tell you that they want to jump into this, or you really want to tell them that you want to jump into this, but it feels like you two haven't talked about it yet. So that's why there's a little energy of like hesitation, like, oh, I really want to jump into this, but I'm sensing that you want to take more time. Like, what do you think about that? They want to talk about it too, but it's come to the point where it's kind of like obvious. I feel like both of you are like, okay, like, now we have to talk about it. Like, it's you can tell just from the conversations that you two are having, and how close you're getting, or how much you're talking about the next thing in a relationship. It's like kind of obvious that it's time for the two of you to talk about it, and both of you do want to talk about it. All right, so some physical energies. How are you two getting along physically? Heard. The great thing is that the both of you are really good listeners, and more than that, you're both very intuitive and can really pick up on what the other person is feeling and thinking. You two are on the same wavelength. So I'm glad I did this reading in this format, because it's so easy to see that both of you are on the same page. May your brave call be carried on the wind. So one person has to be the brave person who takes that leap and brings up this topic of conversation, because, both of you are a little bit nervous about it. So obviously someone has to be the stronger person and be the brave person and take that leap. I think the other person is going to be truly grateful that someone, the other person took the leap. Admit your true feelings to yourself. Yeah. See, it's come to the point where they have to confront their feelings for you, or you have to confront your feelings for them. I feel like it's more them. Like, I feel like you want to take that leap forward, but you're sensing that they're kind of liking the way things are now, and they want to, you to kind of maybe jokingly or kind of in passing talk about like, oh yeah, like, we should do this next year, or, I've always wanted to move here, or I want, like, what am I going to do for the holidays? Like, I'm trying to figure out which place to go to for the holidays, and, things like that, or my lease is going to be up, or, I'm wondering, just like, oh yeah, like, if, I would love to go to this place with, I always want to go to this place with partner, since forever or whatever. Like all these like topics of conversations where like hinting towards like the future are like coming up in casual conversation now, and more so. So it's kind of very obvious that like both of you are thinking about this, and someone needs to kind of say it, right? And I feel like for you specifically, like you kind of replay some of the things that they mention about the future over and over in your head, and you're like, I hope they mean what they say and their promises are true. And you kind of want them to admit their feelings for you, for you even to themselves, because I feel like they maybe have been so busy or pushing things back that you don't know if they actually like even took the time to think about this seriously. So I do get that like you and them energy. It could be vice versa depending on your situation, but I do feel like you may have sense that they need more time for some reason. Okay, so spiritually, how did the two get along? Knight of Wands and Knight of Pentacles, against the flow. Yeah, taking time. You're like, this is going great, but like I would like to get things moving. And they're like, warrior woman, wow, have you answered your deepest calling? I feel like whether you're a man or woman, I feel like they feel like you're such a strong leader and you have such purpose in your life, and you're meant to do so much in your life, whether that's in family, career, your life, your hobbies, your interests, your whatever, everything and anything. And I'm going to pull a clarifier of like why that's an issue. Beetle, good fortune. Okay, so they feel like you're a really, like, you're meant to have a lot of success in your life. And so they're lucky to have found you, such a strong, powerful person who can take the lead, who can conquer anything. Oh, I'm getting that like you're entering a really, really prime time in your life, like a prime energy where a lot of things are going to be going well. You might have had prime energies in the past and maybe in the future, but right now, like things are going really well for you. So that's affecting the connection. Fair man. Okay, so I'm getting they don't want to be the one who holds you back. So that's the strong energy I'm getting, is that they don't want to be pushing things forward, or even they would even understand if you want to take a break from them or not be with them, because like you're doing so well in their life. You're doing so well in your life, but like they also don't want to kind of put more relationship pressures or changes onto you when things are aligning for you so well. So this person's being very considerate. Okay, they feel like, oh, it'd be better for pile 3 if we kind of stay where we are right now, just so they can get a better footing in the other things that are taking off for them. Oh, that's great. Well, great for you, pile 3, for good things happening for you anyway. But let's see if we can get more specific thoughts of what they're thinking about you right now. I want to be more than friends. Yeah, so I'm getting this energy. They also want to move this connection forward. Past lives. You have known this person before as a soulmate from a past life. They feel a very deep connection to you. And so they're not in any rush. They're like, everything will happen in divine timing. I'm not in any rush. Like, I'm totally down for this. But I don't want to hinder all the other things you got going on. They're trying to be a partner to you in the true sense of like, not putting this relationship on top of everything else you got going. And the Page of Pentacles, yeah. From the Knight of Pentacles to the Page of Pentacles and the Fool card here, it's like they're okay with taking their time to figure this out. So you kind of sense that they kind of want to take their time And the reason they want to take their time is because they really want to get to know you and your lifestyle and your tendencies and your habits and your schedule to really, come out the gate with a great synergy, rather than having to kind of make mistakes and fumble along the ways, maybe affecting some other things going on in your life, than to finally find it like, a year or two down the road. So they really just want to take their time now rather than have to kind of go through like difficult energies to kind of figure things out while like rushing things and then get to a good place a few years later. So they have the best intention for why they want to kind of take things slow. So I feel like if you two just kind of have this conversation, you would understand that you're on the same page and that they want to do this for your benefit and for the relationship's benefit. And I think you might have wanted to kind of get to the next stage, and they wanted to, because you just feel like that's the natural next step. But I feel like if you hear them out, you might be able to come to a better compromise or solution, or realize you're on the same page and figure out even a third solution you both didn't realize before. All right, so I hope you enjoyed the reading, pile 3. If you did, I really appreciate your comment, especially during this time when I'm doing this new merger. I really, really would appreciate a comment. It would really help me out. The purpose of this merger is just to bring more like-minded, like-souled folks to connect with for all of us onto this channel. And so I really appreciate you using your views for the content that you want more of, which is more highly spiritual and more resonant. So thank you so much, Pile 3. I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful Pile 4 with the green Jasper. We're looking at their thoughts of you right now, and specifically how aligned are the two of your thoughts in the heart space, mind space, physical space, and spiritual space. And then we'll look at their specific thoughts of you right now at the end of the reading. Keep in mind, this is a general reading, so if there's a message that doesn't resonate, don't make it fit, and understand that might be for someone else. And with that, let's get started. Where are the thoughts of heart in terms of feelings for the both of you? Partying. Okay, so I feel like you two are having a blast, happily single, feeling great, living in the moment, abundance. Wow, keeping a positive mindset, manifesting exactly what you want, gratitude, bliss. Okay, so both of you, this could be an energy of someone new coming in. If you have been single, this person has been single, both of you are in a really good place, which is why the two of you are meeting each other soon. Yeah, and I feel like otherwise it could be something where you are, just starting to talk to this person, or maybe you're going to be reconnecting with someone. So yeah, but either way, I do feel like this is a more newer connection and a connection just coming in. And it seems like both of you are in a really, really healed, good energy at this time. A lot of self-love, a lot of self-care. You might be manifesting a lot of things in your social life, in terms of your finances and career. A lot of things are going well for the both of you. Really good energy to meet each other. All right, in terms of your mind, mental energies, how are you two thinking alike? Competition, 5 of lightning. Okay, so I feel like I'm hearing beating out the competition. I feel like you're stealing the spotlight, Pile 4. You're coming off really good looking. Your personality is very bubbly, vivacious, and just really interesting, fun, and someone that people want to be around in all kinds of settings, whether it's like a party setting, or just like conversations with people, or doing well at work. It's just like I'm getting this jealousy energy, slight jealousy energy around you, towards you. I feel like you're not even noticing it, but there are people around you who are kind of feeling this way about you, slightly. Nothing, no evil eye or anything, just kind of like, oh, I wish I got what Pile 4 has right now going on for them. Their thoughts, health. So I do feel like with health and abundance being their energy, I feel like they are really in health mindset. So they might be working out a lot. They might be eating healthy. They might be getting back in a health routine or taking on more health habits, researching a lot of things that can make them healthier. Really good energy. Because I feel like, yeah, you're not feeling this jealous energy around you. You don't care or even notice about people who might take things that you say the wrong way because they're jealous, or they haven't thought of it themselves, or because they want to be where you're at. And so you're not letting I'm getting like roll off your shoulder. Like, you're definitely not letting any pesty negative energy, slight negative energy. This isn't intense. This isn't like overwhelming. You need to sage yourself immediately kind of energy. It's just like little things where, when you're in a really good high frequency energy, you're going to get people who are a little bit triggered or jealous or envious of you around you. And they're in a similar energy where they're attracting a lot of abundance, good opportunities, and they're feeling really healthy and wanting to get even healthier. All right, in terms of physical energies, how are you two aligned? Free. Oh yeah, you're free like a bird. I feel like you're living life up right now, pile 4. If you kind of feel like this is the energy, but you're like, I don't know, I'm not totally in it, you're in it. Your spirit team is telling you, like, go out and have fun. You're in the prime energy for having fun and meeting the right people, meeting the right opportunities. So enjoy this time. Do as many things that excite you and allow you to have fun in a responsible way, obviously, but in a way that like excites you right now, immediately. This is bringing in the right things for you right now. What are they thinking right now in terms of meeting you, or in terms of love, their life, dietary Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? There's so many, that earth energy, abundance, health, dietary change. I literally was just talking about that. So, like, be on the lookout. Someone's starting, like a keto diet or carnivore diet, maybe a keto diet, vegan, Mediterranean, maybe fasting. If you hear these, diets, like, know that it's a clue that this could be someone, because I feel like you might be meeting a lot of people at this time, so you might need like a little bit more of a hint. Your spirit guides are saying like you want more of a hint. That's your hint. Something to do with health, changing diets, or eating more cleaner, or cooking more, or something like that, growing more food, something like that, or like creating diet specifically for their specific body or something. That's going to be your hint that this is the person we're talking about, and that your spirit team wants you to like link up with, because I do feel like you might be meeting a lot of potential romantic interest. Your light is shining so bright, you're probably attracting so many people. All right, so spiritual, how are you two aligned spiritual in your spiritual thoughts? 5 of Pentacles, oh my goodness. 5 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles for you. 2 5s. So I'm getting, there's a lot of changes happening. Party, the word party is 5 words. I'm getting 5 5 5 for free. It's for some sort of, to make sure that you sustain this level of freedom in your life. Yeah, I'm getting that you've been through some situations where everything in your life was affected by something. Maybe it's people in your life, maybe it's money, maybe it's your career that was dragging your energies down, but you kind of are completing something that was really dragging your energies down, and you want to make sure that this one big thing that was affecting every area of your life doesn't affect you like that ever again in a negative way. So I feel like you even going into your mindset, going into a new connection, is making sure that they're not going to be a new weight to replace the weight that you just released, if you understand what I'm saying. Yeah. And what about their thoughts spiritually about love, about this connection? Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Yeah. And so they're really loving your energy, partying, dancing, being free, just doing things that you want, maybe going to museums, trying new foods, trying new restaurants, just kind of being free, visiting a lot of friends and family, and just trying on different outfits, changing up your style, checking out different books and movies. Like, I feel like you're in a very, like, carefree, exploring your interests, going where you feel you're being called to go to. Like, they love that energy about you. It's very freeing, very free spirited. And I feel like they're very grounded with the abundance, with the money, with the food, with the body. They worked on themselves in a very grounded way, and I feel like they are attracted to your very free spirited, light energy. And I feel like you've been in a very like airy, fairy, like going with the wind, going with spirit, wherever spirit leads you kind of energy, that you wouldn't mind having more stability. And something that can be actually very freeing is a relationship. So I feel like you're looking for something a little bit more, someone who can give you a little bit more stability at this time, while still allowing you to pursue your interests. So this is why this is a really good match right now. Both of you are kind of would love the energy of the other person to kind of bring you both into a more harmonious place, next chapter of your lives. I feel like this is exactly what the two of you were looking for in terms of relationship, but also in terms of what you would like the next part of your life to look like. All right, so let's look at their specific thoughts of you right now. If they know you, or if they don't know you, their higher selves thoughts of you at this time, what they would think of you if they were looking over you. I don't react when people mention you. So I feel like they're playing it cool. They're trying to play it really cool. I feel like this is the kind of energy where they see you across the room and they're like, oh, I have to meet that person, that pile 4. I have to meet them right now. But they're kind of trying to play it as cool as much as possible. They love your energy so, so, so much, and they really want to be with you, and they're trying to play it cool. So if you see them kind of being a little bit too earthly, too much earth energy, too calm, cool, and collected, that's why. Okay, what else are they thinking? Deepening. A relationship will finally deepen in the next few months. You have been waiting for this, so I do feel like if you haven't met this person yet, you are going to meet them very soon. And then in the next few months, you'll just see that connection deepen. If you're already kind of talking to this person or kind of just started going out, you'll see that this connection will deepen, like very like soulmate level deepen, like connect on very profound things in the next few months. Like it will make huge progress in terms of building a strong bond with each other. And lastly, oh my goodness, the World card in reverse. And this is definitely feels like a huge change. One chapter ending and the other one beginning. I feel like the both of you, it feels like you two can kind of celebrate now. You're receiving the abundance. You can party now and enjoy life because you've succeeded in your last cycle. So whatever you've been working really hard on in your last cycle, you finally complete it. And now you get to enjoy the rewards of your hard work. And that's where you two meet each other. And you two will, gently move over into the next chapter, into the next cycle of your life. So that's why I think when you two see each other, it's like, okay, that's what we're doing next, this makes sense. Like, okay, this is where my life is naturally going to evolve into next. And so both of you kind of have this knowing and sense this, like, energetically when you meet each other. Like, this is where we're going next. But you two kind of want to enjoy as much as this abundance and partying and fun times, good times. And you will, while deepening this connection in the next few months. So pile 4, congratulations. Seems like a really good energy to be in. You probably worked really hard to get here, and so did they. So it's like really good match. I would really appreciate a comment on this reading if you resonated or if you liked it, because it's this energy of this merger on this channel. It's like really, really putting myself out there, and so I really appreciate it, especially at this time. If you leave a like or comment, it's kind of to bring in more of like-minded folks, like souled folks, because I feel like that's important. And so we can just all help each other's light work a little bit more. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the reading and hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. And I wish you much love and light.